shit, we got a new segment we want to try. It's called a quick fix. Elijah got the name, man. That shit fire. But basically, we're gonna give our opinions on how to fix certain things in sports. So the first thing I want to talk about is Thursday night football. I'm gonna give my thoughts. How do you fix Thursday night football? I mean, right now it's just like a slugfest. It's like this week is good, this week is bad. What I think should happen is they shouldn't do a scheduled release for Thursday night football or Monday night football or any fucking football. Just do it week by week. The big game wise, you have the blockbuster game of that week for Monday night football or Sunday night football, and then maybe the third game down, like Denver versus fucking the Patriots. Then you put that shit on Thursday night football. But you got to make sure every team, has certain time off. You don't want to have it where it's like 5 game stretch. I mean, a 5 day stretch before they have to play a game. You got to map this shit out. But I feel like it should be better matchups instead of these bum ass teams playing. We don't want to see the fucking Jets and fucking Browns playing on Thursday night football, bro. We don't want to see that shit. You got to make that shit more exciting. You got to have a Super Bowl feel to it. You know what I mean? Like you got to have different shit. Have like mic'd up cameras and shit. That's where you can have the GoPros and shit. I don't know, man. I feel like Thursday night football should be a little bit more exciting. But all
Yeah.
right, Elijah, now it's your turn. Your turn to fix something.
All right, man. First thing I want to fix is this NIL shit. We all know, if you don't know, the NIL shit is really a scam. There is really no sanctioning. So a lot of the situation is college football has become top heavy. Very top heavy. Um, because right now it's all capitalism now. Football isn't about football anymore. It's about politics. It's about selling to the highest bidder. Where you could have, like, I'm thinking of James Madison off the top of my dome. When they had the situation, they just had 11 guys leave, like 11 prominent guys, and they had a great season last year. Stuff like that is going to continue to happen if this doesn't get under wraps. Also, we got to think about it from the kids side of things. A lot of these young men are developing a level of entitlement that really is unhealthy. It really is unhealthy. It's giving these guys a false sense of reality. Where if your goal is to play professional football, to play in the NFL, if that's your goal, you're getting put behind the 8 ball with all of this pampering. Where it's like, if one thing doesn't go my way, I'm gonna just go in the portal and be somewhere else next year. I don't have to fight to earn nothing. I don't have to work to earn nothing. I don't have to even prove my worth. I can just go to the next highest bidder. And I think to fix that, what you have to do is you have to put some sort of governing body in place to monitor a lot of these transactions. And what I hate to have to say, but I'm going to be honest, I think the NCAA might have to implement some sort of salary cap or something to where these top schools can only spend so much amount of money. I think that has to happen. And then last but not least, it may be to the point where you may have to sacrifice a year if you transfer. I think it's getting to that point where, hey, we're going to have to start putting these guys on contracts. Now you got to sign a 2 year contract. You got to be here at least 2 years to transfer, or you lose a year. I think that's fair. Um, and I think that forces some of these guys to understand what football is about. Football is about loyalty to a degree. It's not about just giving up and quitting when things don't go your way. It's football. A lot of things not going to go your way. And the NFL isn't like that. The NFL is ran like a business. Yes, it's transactional, but most businesses are. Right now, this NIL thing only benefits the kids. It doesn't benefit these programs at all.
I agree with you, man. I like that. And I'll even go a step further into adding on to that. How about, yeah, you can be out a year, but how about you only allowed to transfer once? A lot of
Yep.
these kids
Yep. That's
transfer
part
and
of it.
transfer
Hmm.
again and transfer again. That shit is like the wild, wild west, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking damaging the sport.
It's
And
damaging the sport.
you getting these people like Miami, what they did with that fucking quarterback. The quarterback for Duke.
Hmm.
Motherfucker, Miami lost out on their quarterback, so they looking for a quarterback. They can't get him. They can't get him, and they go up to the Duke and basically was like, "Hey man, shit, we might as well we'll drop a bag on you. Come down to Miami."
Yeah.
He transferred and opted out of his fucking NIL. Not opted out. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to Miami."
Yep.
Like that
Yep.
shit is fucked up to me, man. And it's going to be to the point where these kids straight from high school going to go to these small schools just to get their numbers up so they can transfer
So
to
they
the
can
bigger
transfer
schools.
to a big school and get the big paycheck. Yep. Yep.
So I mean, they need the NCAA, and then another thing with that too is how do you judge around the courts? Because these kids is just going to the courts, and the courts is overruling the NCAA, and then they're fucked. So they need to have something in these contracts saying like, hey, in order to be part of college football, you have to honor what we do. You can't take us to fucking court.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, hey, there has to be some sort of a connection or an understanding between the NCAA and the NFL. And the reason I
Mm.
say that is because, hey, you take me to court. Let's see how difficult it is to get a combine tryout. And this is the thing. If we don't want college football and the NFL to get sleazy with this, because they have the power to do it. They can get very sleazy with it.
Mm.
Then we probably need to get a governing body over some of these handlers who are abusing and abusing these kids, putting false ideas of reality in their head and making them think just go to who gives you the most money. Just go to who gives you the most money. Also, I saw on Cam Newton's show, he made a very good point. In the NFL, agents are only allowed to make 3%. They're only allowed to get 3%. That's the highest they can get. There is no limit on what an NIL handler can get. So he can literally make your kid give 40%, 30%, 80%, 90%. So even in that way, we have to think about the long-term health of college football and the long-term health of these kids because they're not being led in the right direction. And we can't blame them because if you put $1 million in one of these kids' face and they come from the hood and they only got $100 to their name, yes, they're gonna take it. And if another school comes along and says, hey, we'll give you $12 million, Bryce Underwood, to come over here and say FLSU, what you think he gonna do?
Exactly.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
you gotta take the money.
you gotta credit schools out here that are trying to build programs, but it's becoming highly difficult to do so
Mm.
in this climate because it's all about the richer stay rich and the poor stay poor.
Yep,
If you don't have enough to bid, then you cannot join the auction.
exactly. That's where that's why I respect the fuck out of these schools like before this season, the Indianas and the fucking they built that shit, bro. They built that shit and they did it without spending a lot of money. Like, man, just think when they start putting they Mark Cuban dollars in, bro, it's gonna be crazy. But
Yeah.
the next thing I want, did you want to touch on anything else with that?
I will say the difference is because I feel like Indiana did what everybody else did, but they went smart with it. They outthought everybody. They used the portal to their benefit. They didn't go out there and get the biggest names, the guys that was asking for $5 million. They went out there and got workhorses, 4 stars that the big schools wasn't even thinking about. Guys who come in work with their lunch pair. Those the guys that Indiana went and got, and then they turned those guys into football players at a high level, and that's how you build the program now. you can use the portal to your benefit. But I think because there's so many schools abusing the portal, the NCAA just has to do something about it now.
Yep.
They have to.
Because if they don't do nothing about it, it's just going to turn into something we don't recognize anymore.
Yeah, it's going to become full fledged business, and then we're going to get a lot more top heavy football. And this is what I don't understand. Why would you allow football to be so top heavy when you're trying to expand the playoffs to what 16 or 32 teams? Some shit I saw.
I
Like
think they're
they're
going to try to
trying.
do 24. I think it's
So you
24.
trying to expand the playoffs? Obviously, you want to grow viewership and shit. How do you do that and you allow this type of behavior to continue? You know what I mean? It's detrimental to the game. It's detrimental to college sports. And honestly, the NFL needs college sports to get it together. They really do
Hell yeah,
because
because
a lot of these kids is going to the NFL spoiled as hell. Spoiled.
ain't going to have no type of fucking care in the world for, like respect, accountability,
No, no.
like loyalty, none of that
Loyalty,
shit.
none of that. None of that. And I feel like loyalty goes both ways. If a school is giving you a full ride scholarship and taking a chance from you and putting money in your pocket, why not be loyal to them for at least 2 years?
Yep. Yep.
It all goes hand in hand.
But it's just NCAA got to man up, bro. They got to put something in some type of contract when they sign these waivers to go to college sports. You have to sign this and you have to abide by our rule. Like I said, you can't take it to the courthouse because these courts are overruling what the NCAA is saying. And then it just goes off of everything. Like the Sorsby shit. Like, come on, bro. You know you can't fucking sports bet,
Yes.
especially on your own fucking team. Like, how dumb fucking are you?
And the thing is, you can't let the hyenas run the jungle. You can't. NCAA, at the end of the day, y'all the governing body. Y'all are the lions. And y'all gotta act like it.
Yep.
Especially if everything is going to be taken to, oh, it's a business, they got to pay these kids now. Okay, well, treat it like a business. I think Coach Prime didn't do nothing wrong when he started finding guys. You make
Hmm.
NIL money, you a professional now, right? You want to act like a professional. You want to tell me how much you paying. That's professional talk. Okay, so you should be able to pay a fine. You should be able to pay a fine. You late to practice, I should be able to take a chunk of that. So I think it's all fair. All's fair when it comes to money. And some of these kids just need to be humble.
Hell yeah, man, for real. Um, Now I'm gonna take it from you. I'm gonna fix the WNBA.
Mm,
This is what you have to do. The WNBA, it's gaining popularity a little bit more with the Kayla Clark, Angel Reese, and like the newcomers, and even the ones that's been there for a while.
uh-huh.
Okay, so this is how you fucking fix that shit. I ain't trying to be like rude or anything, but lower the fucking rims. Bro, just lower the rims a little bit. Let's see some dunks, bro. Can you imagine that shit? Fast break, Jacqueline, throw that bitch up. She come back like a LeBron dunk. Oh my, bro, that's we
Said
need to
that some
see.
years ago.
Yeah, you said that shit. But here's another thing. Like, we don't want to just see fucking shots. I mean, I get Kaylin Clark shooting that bitch from three at a high clip. I get it. But we don't want to see that shit, bro. We want to see, highlights. That's why the NBA is popping. College is popping. We will see highlights. We see dunks. We see blocks at the rim like LeBron James did. Like, we want to see that shit. We don't want to see no fucking layups 24 fucking 7. We don't want to see shots and bricks. And let's be real, 50% of the time it's fucking bricks. We don't want to see that shit. Like, I like the competitiveness, but I feel like that would help implement something. Lower the rims down. It ain't nothing wrong with it. More highlights, more viewers. And another thing I feel like they can do is have a team for every NBA team. So you do that. Let's say Donovan Mitchell for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a Cleveland women's team. You have him own a percentage of that women's team, and he gonna help it become something. You know what I mean? He gonna help promote it. Have him tweet out something, or have him at the court side have more stars court side, man, like the Lakers used to do. Like, come on, man, they gotta put more money into the WNBA. I know it's better said than done, but they gotta put more money into it, put more stars in front of it, put more viewers in front of it, put Hollywood into it, make a celebrity show, something like that, man, to get the fucking viewership up, man. I wanna see them take off because they deserve it. That's what I'm trying to say. Lower the fucking rims though. Lower them bitches.
I agree with that. I would say also, in addition to, if as long as the check continues to rise, it has to match what we see being paid out to these women. And the reason I say that is, as a woman, why would I want to carry a league where I'm only making $70,000 when I
Mhm.
can go overseas and make more than that,
Triple that I seen.
triple that? Why would I even waste my time with the WNBA? So a lot of times we see in situations where the best player is not even there, and that's a factor. Honestly, I think the WNBA really needs to do something with rivals, because rivals figure something out that the WNBA couldn't when they did that women's league, and it was I forgot what they called it, but it was it, bro. That was it. You had all the biggest stars playing in it. It was like the Drew League for
Yeah.
women. It was like the
Yeah.
Drew League for
Yep.
women, bro.
I know what you're talking about.
And it's like, if y'all get with them and really pick their brain, get some of them ideas, because they have really good ideas. Y'all need to do a dunk contest.
For real, man.
Like, it's so many ways that they're being under marketed. They're being under marketed. Every time you hear the WNBA get talked about, it's one name that gets talked about. Every time. That
Yep.
also waters it down. That also waters down the WNBA, because you have all these casuals pretending that they're fans, but they only watching for one person.
We all know the person too.
So it's like that hinders the sport as well. It doesn't allow genuine growth. It doesn't allow a genuine fan base to cling on to it. Like when you had the Lisa Leslies and the
Yep.
Cheryl Swoops and those great players, the Dawn Staleys, that people
Maya
really
Moore, man.
gravitated.
Come
Maya Moore,
on.
people gravitated to these ladies. And
And
and the WNBA can get back to that, because it's a lot of talent in the WNBA right now. A lot.
it is a lot of talent, and that Caitlin Clark's not even the best fucking player. Let's be real. It's Asia,
No.
bro. Asia is the best player in the NBA.
And
WNBA,
has
my bad.
been. And
Asia.
has been consistently, honestly, for the last 3 years, has been the best player.
And she do
So,
all that shit. She do all that shit without fucking without her saying like I'm the best fucking player. She let her stats tell them by themselves. She let her championship,
and
her MVP.
the honest to God truth is, she needs to say it.
Yeah.
She needs, at this point, she needs to say it. All of the greats get to a point where they have to say it one time: I'm the best. And until somebody takes that crown from me, that's what it is.
Yep.
And everybody tried to crown Caitlyn the best just because everybody wanted to see her. That lady has won nothing. She's done nothing.
Yep.
She didn't even win in college.
True.
When did she prove that she could win anything? But when we talk about GOATs and we say Jordan is better than LeBron and Kobe is better than LeBron, why? Because of winning. But then we get to Caitlin Clark, and she's the only great player in the history of ever that doesn't have to win to be great. Get the fuck out of here. We know what it's about. We
Hell
know what
yeah.
it's about. Imagine this. People hate Angel Reese so bad that they love Caitlin Clark this much.
Yep.
That's deep as hell.
But I've
That's
been
deep,
saying that
son.
since LSU. I've been saying that since LSU.
Real talk. And y'all mad at her because she did to the white girl what the white girl had been doing to them all season? We don't get mad when John Cena do it.
Ooh,
And
I don't want to hear that. They don't want to
John
hear that.
Cena stole it from Tony Yayo.
Yeah.
So to say that that she's not allowed to do it is culturally insensitive if we're being honest. Because a black person created the move. Caitlin Clark shouldn't be doing it. Oh, I understand. So we could talk about what's wrong with the WNBA, but the problems with the WNBA are deeper than numbers on paper. I'm telling you, it's so much deeper than numbers on paper. A lot of things have to change. Players and the higher ups have to rally around the WNBA and not Caitlin Clark. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know if Caitlin Clark got her hand up the WNBA on her ass or vice versa.
I feel like what they're doing is she was severely popular in college. She was probably one of the most popular women players ever in college, right?
For
They're
sure.
using that popularity to try to garnish the fucking viewership. And it's not going to work like that because it's like you said, it's bigger than that. They should
Yeah.
be pushing Asia. They should be pushing Brianna Stewart, Paige, Beckers. Like they got
Yes.
all these different stars that
Yes.
they can push to other than her. It shouldn't just be
Yes.
her in the WNBA. It should be the WNBA including Caitlin Clark.
Yes. Because she's not David Ruffin. She's not. She's not. She might be
Yeah,
Paul Williams.
she
She might be Paul Williams. She can hold a note. She can sing. She got a voice, but she is not the lead of the group. She is not who people here to see. Sorry.
because Asia got her washed, bro. Asia got
She
her
who
washed.
she who people look up the stats to see. People gonna look up the stats and look who won, and then they gonna watch the highlights of the game so they can be like, "Oh, Caitlin Clark, she's the best player in the world." The stats say it. The numbers say it. The viewership says it. But the people in them buildings, the people in them arenas, those are the people that you have to keep coming back. Arena revenue, that's
Yep.
important. And you got to keep people coming back. And it's only maybe 4 or 5 teams that are worth seeing on a consistent basis.
Hell yeah, and it's you. That's what they also need to do. They need to go to these different markets. You're gonna go to a fucking Albuquerque, New Mexico. You're gonna go put a team there because they ain't got shit else to do. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta go to these small market team, like these small team like towns, and you go there. They don't got a pro sport that they can garnish around. You look at the
Right.
high school football teams. Like some of the high school football teams in fucking Texas is bigger than the fucking college football teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta have
Yeah.
a court, like a court type thing. Go to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Go to fucking Dublin, Ohio. It's you gotta go to these different fucking places. Now I ain't saying go to like these small towns, but you can go
Right.
to a well-known town like maybe not Denver, Colorado. Maybe go to like Boston. I feel like they have a great NBA team, WNBA team. Like it's stuff
Yeah.
that they can do and look into that they're not even trying to fucking do.
Yeah. Facts. It's a lot. It's a lot because you can't center your brand around one person and expect that to work unless that's a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, a LeBron type of talent. Caitlin Clark is not that yet. I don't know if she will ever get to that point, but Asia Wilson is that now. We know that. She's that.
Yeah.
She's proven it. And she keeps proving it. She's that. So the fact that she doesn't get pushed as the face of the league, it doesn't even make sense to me. It doesn't even make sense. She has the championships, she has the accolades, she got the hardware,
She
she
got
got
four
the numbers.
MVPs.
Well, like I don't know what else. She might be the GOAT, and y'all not saying it. I don't get it. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. She's so good. She inspired an NBA player to drop 83 points because she's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like, we're not thinking like that. So it's like it's no way that I can say Caitlin Clark is the best player in the league and she's won absolutely nothing. When has that ever been the case? When do you become the best player in the league without winning? At
She
what
can't
level?
even she can't even finish the whole season.
Come on.
The
Come
coaches
on.
don't even want to coach her.
Not to mention the flopping. She's the worst with that shit. She's the worst with that shit. She might be worse than James Harden was in his prime with that bullshit. Hooking people, then flopping to the ground like somebody did something to you when you done hook somebody's arm. Like, what in the
Then
Kelly
it's
Olynyk is you doing?
and then it's a national hate another national headline like, oh, the WNBA women's team don't like fucking Caitlin Clark. Like, motherfucker again.
It's like we want Caitlin Clark to be crowned. I saw LaShawn McCoy say this shit, and I was just like disgusted. He said the NBA needs to make rules to protect Caitlin Clark. They did it for Jordan, and I'm like, what? What are we talking about? First of all, the rules that they put in place, they didn't just do for Jordan because there was a lot of niggas in the league complaining about hard fouls and getting knocked senseless when they went to the basket and about wanting to be able to go home and kiss their kids without swollen lips. It was a lot of dudes around the league. Jordan wasn't even one of the guys who publicly complained, and I'm not a Jordan fan, but he wasn't one of the guys who publicly complained. He just got his ass in the gym and started lifting weights. Caitlin Clark didn't do that. She publicly complains. She complains all the time. She cries. Then she throws temper tantrums. How is she the face of the league and you can't even guarantee that she's not going to get suspended because she
Exactly.
gets fucking technicals every other game? It's literally footage of her telling referees, y'all got to stop calling fouls because I'm literally about to get suspended. Like it's their fault. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, she's
That's
really
wild.
this bold. She's this bold because America put the battery in her back.
Mm-hmm.
And
They fueled it.
nothing she's produced has added up since. Nothing.
That shit
She's
in
just
college.
college.
That shit in
In
college.
college.
Yeah, that was college. That was
She was
college.
huge. And she was huge. But she was in Iowa, a white woman who could shoot threes. She was the biggest thing smoking. Never won nothing.
Until they ran to LSU. Until they
Ran
ran
into
to fucking
LSU,
until they
ran into
went to
South
South
Carolina.
Carolina. Yep.
What are we talking about? You can't even beat the people in your draft class. Angel beat you and Camila beat you. You can't
Yep.
even beat them. So what are we talking about? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. And the WNBA has to, like you said, they have to try some stuff. They have to just start throwing darts at the wall. That's what the NBA did. That's what the NBA did. Before they was merging with the ABA was kicking their ass.
Yep.
ABA was they had Dr. J.
Right. How about this? How about this? You go to these different women leagues and you ask them, like you said, get their opinions on shit, and you merge with them. Maybe they got a
partnership
couple of teams, a couple of general managers that might offer you something. It's they had
and
like
some
you said, they gotta
players.
start throwing
And some
darts because
players.
yeah, exactly.
Facts.
Or maybe go overseas and be like, hey, fucking Spain or fucking Germany or wherever the fuck the top the top women's teams over there is. Be like, hey, what can we do to get like y'all? Because let's be real, like the one women's player went over there and she was getting like $750,000 a year over there.
Sheesh.
And she's not even the best. She wouldn't even be the best WNBA player over here.
Could you imagine what an Angel Reese would get in China?
Oh man.
Could you
Could
imagine what
be.
an Asia Wilson would get in China, Japan, where they really got bread at?
And they would probably build her a fucking statue.
Don't forget, Stephon Marbury went over to China and got statues, made millions of dollars, and had a great career over there.
Yep.
Over here, he was a six-man type of player.
Yep.
It's just like, come on, you have to place more value in the right players. And I'm not saying don't market Caitlyn because she brings a lot of viewership. So you market her too, but you have to market these other people. You gotta
Yep.
call in the sports center. Hey, can y'all talk about something other than Caitlyn Clark? Can y'all talk about Asia Wilson? Can
Yeah,
y'all talk about
man.
Anne Reese? It's other things to talk about.
Or how
Do
about
something
Pace
that people can
Beckers,
talk about.
Brianna Stewart, fucking Paige, somebody else. God damn.
You know what'd be crazy? Another thing that they might need a super team. They
Yeah.
might need
Yeah.
something that's just box office that people can't turn away from. They might need to do a shakeup. Just put everybody in a pot and we gonna redraft.
Yep.
They might just need to do a roster shakeup and just shake things up around there. Like, hey, the possibility of seeing Angel Reese and Asia Wilson on the same team, or Caitlin
That'd
Clark
be
and
man.
Asia Wilson on the same team. That'd be crazy.
Oof.
So it's like they gotta try some stuff. I'm with you on that. They have to try some stuff to really bring in eyes. You have eyes on you, but you got to keep them there.
Yep. And
What
I
what
feel
is
like
going to do to keep them there?
I feel like the best thing right now they can do is fucking I don't give a fuck no more. Like if you gonna be butthurt about it, be butthurt about it. Lower the fucking rims. Just lower them. They ain't
Mm.
gotta be fucking 7 foot. Lower them bitches down to at least 8.5. Somebody can dunk because it's 10. This I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
say this. I'm gonna say this. Women are evolving, and I think, for instance, you got to think about the timeline. So the NBA starts in 1946. You think it was a lot of dunking going on in 1946?
Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. Right? Motherfuckers didn't really start cramming like that until the 70s. It took them a while to get there. It's going to take women a little longer. But there are women, I see it in high school now, punching, hop back, punching in high school now. So they're evolving. And I think you lower it, but you don't keep it low. You lower it to get
Yeah,
these
that's what
women
I'm saying.
used, get them used to dunking, get them used to actually feeling like they can aspire to dunk. Because a lot of women don't even feel like they can dunk. I'm 5'6", I ain't dunking. Ain't no way. But
Right.
if you get these women aspiring to dunk, you'll get some more explosive stuff coming out of them. And next thing you know, we're made to adapt. We're made to evolve. So eventually, you're gonna get these ladies who can punch on 10 feet too. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah, man. I'm with that.
I think you onto something with that. Nobody's saying that women can't dunk on 10-foot rims or regulation rims. We know that there have been women. We know that there's been Lisa Leslie and Brittany Griner, but you can't really find too many women who can dunk
Mhm.
in game, right? So if you want to increase, it would be way more impressive to me if I see a bunch of women dunking. I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to see that. That
Hell
would be tough.
yeah.
That
Imagine a
would be
fucking
tough.
fast break, bro. Oh my
Come on.
God.
And then not for nothing, it'll make 2K better. Because on 2K, I like to play as the women team sometimes. And
Yeah.
I be driving the lane, and here we go. Oh, I'm gonna take off. Leg.
I see.
Brick. All somebody gotta do is put a hand in my face and I'm missing the leg.
Man, that should be crazy as hell, man.
So it's like everything gotta adapt, but y'all gotta meet these women where they at right now. And I think the pay thing will follow that. When women start, when they can really start keeping eyes on the sport, and making it that global phenomenon that it could be,
Mm.
like those overseas teams are seeing, that's when they'll start being able to get put that money
Yep.
out there, and that'll increase the brand. I think you're onto something with that for sure.
Hell yeah, man. That was a good little segment too.
Good
But
segment,
I got
man.
I got a minute to try to fix my last thing. Then you gonna fix your last thing in the next video. All right.
That's a bet.
So my last thing I want to fix is I'm going to fix NBA flopping and tanking. This is what you do. It is not that fucking hard. Whatever the fuck his name is, commissioner. Uh, I was about to say David Black. Damn, that's wild. Shit. Damn, that was a bad memory right there.
That's crazy.
All you do is, all you gotta do is this. You just find the motherfuckers. Every time SGA flops, you fine him $10,000. That shit is going to add up. Okay, he flopped 4 times that game, $40,000. He keep doing that shit the whole year. Fuck it, he out 2.5 million. I bet he won't flop no more.
Facts. Yeah.
Fine the ass. You have to do that shit. It's damaging the game. And this tanking shit, this is what you do. Okay, you want to tank? Bet. We taking your draft pick away. How about that? That's just going, you gotta be, sometimes the simple shit is what you have to do.
Mhm.
It ain't even that fucking hard. Okay, you wanna tank? Okay, we'll take your percentage down, even though I feel like it's already rigged. We're gonna
Mhm.
take your percentage down from 13% all the way down to 2%. You want to
Mhm.
fucking tank? How about you get the 13 pick? Tank for
Yeah.
nothing. Like